twice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind him, try to put... He's got a man, complete! Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings! K.J. Osborne, 88 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Lawrence. And they'll try and set up the screen to ETN. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
He completes it to Ridley. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. Running out of the gun with ETN. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a 2nd and 6.
Great job. Here we go, sir.
Now Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Think right.
It's a loss of a yard.
On second down, ETN once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones from 19 yards away. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, and now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. That is caught, and he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Cousins now from the 50. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Trying to find Jordan Addison that time. And now it's 2nd down. Cousins. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. Straight ahead is Nwangu. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw is Cousins. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked by Chad Muma. And the Jaguars are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't full.